Guess not. 3, 2, 1, game start. Here we go.
Go.
Luckily, the sentry did not fire at the robots as they were driving away. That could have been a little hazardous. But the CU sentry starting to take shots at the robots of UW.
It might be identifying the target, but not quite able to reach it. I think those shots are actually online. It looks like they're bouncing over, but they have not done their range equation to be able to determine the distance that they need to be firing.
It looks like the Colorado robot is now shooting at its own robots. So much is happening. So much is happening. Definitely some projectiles from CU Sentry are hitting their own robots.
Colorado is able to at least track with their sentry. It looks like those are at least somewhat on target.
There we go. The sentry has dealt some damage to the hero of University of Washington. And the University of Washington is smacking it back. There is a damage difference there between a hero and a sentry.
Huge damage difference, as one more projectile from that 42mm launcher will take out that sentry. 100 health remaining.
Not looking good early in this first match for the Colorado Buffs.
Those sentries are engaging on both teams.
We'll see if the Colorado Buffs, they are fighting that sentry. You're right, Matt. Looking at the health, it doesn't look like they've been able to deal any damage to UW sentry.
5 health remaining. And that's going to be a sentry kill for UW. CU Robotics losing their sentry, which actually was able to fire back. Both their robots currently back into the corner because they are afraid of the damage that the UW sentry can deal out.
And now the hero's lining up on that base.
Ooh,
it connects on that first shot, bringing it down to 16, 14, 12, 1,000, 8, 6, 4, 2,
and that's a
0.
base kill.
There we go, folks. That's what we're expecting to see.
Had.
No longer playing with their food. The University of Washington taking that dub. Oh, look, Pepper G Farms.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Right at the gate, UW just making sure they get out without collision. CU Boulder getting out with a little bit of collision. That's okay. CU Boulder keeping their distance from the sentry, and UW also keeping their distance, but still maintaining a good accuracy on the sentry, as CU Boulder's sentry health is rapidly dropping. 440 health. That means 16 projectiles have hit the sentry from a reasonable range of almost across the field. Now they're about midfield. Should expect a lot higher accuracy in the shots of UW. Something that is on par for the way they've been performing throughout this entirety of the competition. That sentry is shooting, and ricochets off the floor do count. They are force sensors, but it looks like it's not going to be able to do any damage to be able to deter UW's standard and hero from doing a little bit of damage. That hero dealing damage, but only enough of a 17mm force. So it did not count as a full 100 damage. It only counted as 10.
Matt, I want to emphasize how fantastic it is that CU's got this sentry firing now. This is so impressive from a young team.
Yeah.
CV and the sentry is easily the most difficult thing to get working.
That's going to be the sentry offline, sadly, so we're not going to be able to see that perform anymore this match. At least this round of this match.
That's right. Reminder, this is the beginning of the double elimination quarterfinals bracket. So whoever loses this match, likely CU at this point, will not be eliminated, but go on to fight other teams.
CU is going to have to fight their way out of a large deficit, as UW is just having their standard shut down the infantry of CU. And now they're just going to go for a complete base build. They're not going to make this game last any longer than it needs to.
Oh, they might. They might.
They might be testing accuracy, testing everything.
UW trying to help us out as we're about 2 hours behind on schedule. See if they can wrap this up before the 5 minutes is over.
Looks like they're trying to go ahead and get some
ammo
purchased.
Maybe they'll just stand here and spin.
I think they were waiting for that passive money. Yep, they were waiting for that passive money to go up, so they were able to buy more ammo. They ran out of money.
As a PhD student, I relate. I run out of money sometimes. 490 health remaining.
That's around 490 health. That's 3 hero shots. First person point of view of the hero.
There it is.
And now first person point of view of the standard. As that's going to be a win for UW.